It is a wonderful evening to continue this stream for RatedR Esports during the Focus Championship Series. I am Benjo Hadre Sorensen, and with me is my good friend and co-caster Brock Proden Rubino.
And yeah, that music you just heard was because I didn't mute the stream, so enjoy.
This is game number 2 between RatedR Esports and Recon 5 Green. The early game looked very RatedR favored, game number 1, Proden, but then it kind of got out of control with actually this right there, the Jadox Lee Sin.
Yeah. I thought they would have banned it out on this one, but I'm guessing they think they can handle it now. Maybe they see the capabilities of this Lee Sin.
So when we were in draft and discussing, they felt, most of the team felt that Elise was a higher priority ban. Just as a champion, her ability to clear with her spiders and the untargetability with her E so that she can juggle turret aggro, the long range stun. They just thought that it was a better ban.
You know, I can hear Hashinshin somewhere right now screaming because there's a mage that's going to be in top lane.
Yeah. And so this is actually really interesting because we got the first pick set. It was the first lock-in of the whole draft. And then they picked Cassiopeia second, and instantly they said that is Cassiopeia top. And Mr. Ryan EC is confident and said, I will beat the Cassiopeia in lane, don't worry.
Well, Inset actually for a Juggernaut is pretty dang useful in the late game, because he either disengages Lee Sin instantly off the team and back onto his team, or grabs Lee Sin and throws him so far away from his own team that you just instantly kill him. And if he does dive in the team, he takes all the damage, immediately pops that shield if he's even or ahead, and pretty much kills everybody. So as long as he doesn't get stomped in lane, I think Set will be a wonderful pick into this. You put the Oriana ball on him, you send Rek'Sai and him in, or you put the ball on Rek'Sai, you nuke their team, and then you CC the crap out of them with Varus and Morgana.
I'm really liking this matchup here between these two teams, because I think we saw last game that it may have felt a little one-sided near the end, but from the beginning into the mid game, it was one fight throw that actually tilted it into Recon's favor. Up until that dragon fight, where it was the third Drake, that ocean where RatedR got aced, up until that point, it was definitely RatedR favored. And so these guys have that kind of confidence, and they're ready to go into this game. They might actually get a pick here, level 1, because they have the Morgana.
Yeah, and it'd be good if they could get Cassiopeia behind this early.
Burning the flash.
There we go. And that gets her behind right there. Now she's going to be super easy to gank. Rek'Sai can come in from, different angles than a lot of other champions. Kind of like how Kayn can come in over that wall from behind you, go through the dragon pit. You have different ganking angles with certain champs, and Rek'Sai's one of those champions.
Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is stuttering really, really hard. I don't like it. Oh, C games. Okay, he turns around. And, that was a nice poke there from Firelight. I don't know why this is stuttering so much. I don't like that. Here, give us a second.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I see it is stuttering on the stream a little bit. I don't know why.
With an alt tab. This is a fight. Atlas is in the middle. He gets hit and killed. First blood over to Tilted.
That's definitely what you don't want to see, is Diana having an early kill.
Yeah. I might need to relog into this because this is super annoying. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry. Give me just a second here.
Do you have anything running in the background?
No, just Discord and the stream.
Interesting. The little Fever hits Zeros with a nice bind. They chunk him down about half health. They don't really return as much damage, so it is a trade in their favor.
I'm glad that you actually got in on the lobby.
Yeah. Oh, Zera does a nice amount of poke to Cutie. He takes her down below half health.
And there it is. Alright. This looks a little bit smoother. Maybe?
Yeah, it's not choppy from what, as choppy from what I can tell.
Yeah, it's still choppy. Ugh, that is so frustrating.
Yeah, I wonder what's causing it.
Might be an update I need to do somewhere.
Alright, well, back into the game, sir.
Yeah, that's alright. We're here at 3 minutes. Had that first blood, the unfortunate invade there on the red buff. I really hope this doesn't affect team fights. This is hurting my brain. I don't like it.
Yeah, the whole thing is blinking out. It's really strange, but they turned some really nice damage onto Firelight.
So here's the problem when you go against a healer like Senna, is your poke becomes near irrelevant at the beginning parts of the game because it's just so little damage you're dealing. And they're just going to sustain it up. And with Senna playing the marksman role here, she isn't using her mana for, you know, farming or for poking or anything like that. And so she can just keep spending it on healing Firelight. Here comes our first gank into the bottom side. Shadox does go in. Flash burned by Lil Cutie Vert. Tilted versus Mitch in the mid lane too. This is just high octane again.
I wonder if Cutie could have actually survived that. If she would have had her bind up, I think they would have just killed Lee Sin. But she did hit Xerath with that bind before he came in. So I'm not really sure what would have been different if she would have had up, if Lee Sin would have actually went in.
Yeah, it's always fun to talk about things like that.
Nice dodge.
Whoa, a lot of damage.
Actually,
Ignite is down. Flash. C-Games tried to go in with the flash, didn't need it. Dominar gets pulled in, and another kill.
That is
2 kills
beautiful.
for RatedR.
That is really, really, really good for RatedR. If you get set ahead, he is so oppressive in lane. It is so hard to actually trade with him effectively if he gets ahead of you.
I like the confidence that C-Games had there to just go in to deal that damage, to know that his W, that blighted quiver, deals so much % damage.
Really good trade by Mitch in the mid lane. Like, that was really impressive, just, you know, barely staying out of range of autos. Got hit once by the AoE, but, you know, took half her life to a quarter of hers. You know, one thing that's really nice too, if Cassiopeia is in range, you may not hit her with true damage, but she's not going to build any armor. So even if you miss the W and hit the edge, you're still going to do a ton of damage back.
Look at that shield. It's so dumb. Like, you and I have been talking about it for the last couple of days, just how absurd I think that shield is. It does so much. This is going to be a 2v2. Atlas is low and low level here. Shadox is here. Diomar going in onto Ryanek. Flashes forward, gets the stun. Does he have the W? He gets the shield. Does he have the ultimate available? He does. The smash and the flash from Diomar. That is a 1-for-0 so far. Atlas wants to go in, try to get the knockup. He gets the kill onto Diomar. Now going on to Shadox. But the execute damage from Shadox is enough. Resonating Strike helps secure that kill. A 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, which actually brings the game back within 200 gold, just in the opposite direction.
Well, you know, you have to think the first blood is what that is here. Tilted goes in with the ultimate onto Mitch. In is Shadox. Level 6 is available for Mitch. He flashes away, has the ball back.
Nice escape. That was really good. Actually, evenly traded with Diana through everything. And, I mean, had to burn Flash, unfortunately, but did get the Ignite. Mitch does have the teleport, so he can get back to lane, and it's not really gonna lose anything on that other than the flash.
And he kept his ultimate. Like, that's another really big deal when talking about Orianna and this composition. Does Shadox do it? No, he doesn't. He's trying to tilt him.
Yeah, I don't think he could have possibly died there, depending on how the play would have went.
Well, exactly, because if he does go in close enough, that's going to be the shockwave instantly pulling him under the turret. Then you get the dissonance for the slow, and the amount of damage Orianna just naturally does, it would have spelled disaster for the Lee Sin, I think.
Yeah,
everything is
if you get the ultimate and pull him under the tower and then slow him, and if he's not able to like W or Q away, he's gonna take a lot of damage.
He had no minions, but he does have that trinket where he has 2 wards he can place down for the jump. But yeah, I really think he died if he went in on that to stop the back. So it was a wise decision to not do so. C Games is getting kind of low here, but the poke battle is relatively even.
On that bind. Yeah, I think
this game,
if we see Morgana land a bind at once, like right now, I kind of think whoever gets hit is going
fight
to die.
Here, ult is thrown down onto Atlas. A lot of damage. He is going to make it out as Diomar gets crushed by Set. Mitch has used the shockwave, gets hit with the sonic wave and the resonating strike. It is a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I almost think you have to ban. I almost think you gotta ban Lee Sin away from Zadox. He's too good on the champ.
He is very strong. That is true. Just, I don't know. It's working out pretty well here for the top side where they're getting Ryan EC ahead. He has that 20 CS up on his lane opponent.
Yeah.
He has the 2 kills.
I don't think Lee Sin can deal with Set as the game goes on, though. I'm pretty sure he'll just crush his head and then body slam into the ground. Because that's what Set does, you know, he punches and throws people. My kind of champ.
I just saw that my chat isn't actually up where I normally have it.
And that's Shadows is here. Torchy with a sub. Thank you very much.
Yeah, normally I have it up in that top right corner, but it's not on right now. I switched everything, so I don't use like OBS or anything to stream. I use the Radeon built-in.
Yeah,
it's called
probably
Relive.
Use OBS would probably help.
It might, or like I said, I might just need to do an update. I think that's I'm pretty sure that's what it is,
yeah,
is I
possibly.
need an update. Oh, that's a nice root down. Got the Q, Ignite is down, ultimate down onto Senna as well, gonna try and stack the Blighted Quiver. No one dies in the bottom side.
Diana
but
is...
look at the rump. They got the pings, and they know that Diana is on her way. Does she jump in? Does get the Moonlight onto Cutievert. Gonna get the Ignite down. The stun on Tilted. Goes golden, and Tilted is killed by C Games Rule. More damage here, flash forward, and he gets killed on Shadox. And now another gank up on top side. Ultimate on to Ryan EC. Diomar taking tons of damage. He's gonna get hit and killed. Ryan EC staying ahead, and RatedR pull up to 1,000 gold lead with 2 kills.
See, I just don't think... When I saw Lucky Cassiopeia, I know what they were trying to do. They're thinking that her miasma is going to stop him from engaging and all that. But if it's down, what do you do to stop him from just getting on you and pounding on you, right?
You really can't do anything. And that blue buff transfer onto the bottom side means that C Games is going to be able to clear under this turret easy peasy. Mitch got a chance to shove, get some plates, and Rift Herald goes to RatedR. That whole map-wide play was RatedR favored.
I mean, look at Set. He's 1,500 gold ahead. Bottom lane is... Oh, the numbers just changed. They're 800 gold ahead. Or, excuse me, not 12. Jadre, help me with my math. My brain is not working.
And here comes yet another fight. Diomar taking so much damage. The ult is there, stunned, and Ryan EC just blows up the snake.
To play into Set, you have to kite him. You cannot engage on him like that. He wants you to engage on him. You have to kite him. So you have to land a Q and then E. And then when he goes to come on you, you have to drop the miasma in front of you to slow him. You do not want to let him get in range. Like, don't try to do heavy trades against him like that. Like, he wants you to do that. And you're playing directly into his game. Like, I like to play Gnar into him, and if I play it right, I just stay away from him the whole time. I may not get an early kill, but if he's not ahead, he can't just one-shot my backline.
Exactly. RatedR knows that they are getting invaded here. Atlas actually doesn't know. He runs right over there. He does get the knock-up and will go down. Tilted gets to pick that one up. They are lacking in vision inside of the jungle. But now look, this is what you were talking about. Rhynek now goes in. The ultimate from DMR is going to get him stunned up. All of that damage. He does manage to get the shield, which means he'll last a little bit longer. But will he survive? Doesn't even have to burn the flash. Oh, but he goes back in, flashes it, and gets the stun. But it was overconfidence there.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't have your shield up. You don't have enough health to build enough grit. You need to back out. Like, if he backs out, you heal up to half health really fast on set. Really fast. So get back up to your half health and then wait to re-engage and you win that fight.
Oh, Bert gets stunned. The ultimate does land onto Loki Dosi. He is rooted again. D-Games has the damage and it's a burst. 1 for 2 trade. Not perfect, but pretty good on the bottom side.
No, definitely not. But, it's another kill on Varus.
Atlas is here, going for the knock-up. Set is on the backside. Atlas gets kited. Flash burn from DMR. Ultimate is available for Ryan EC. Do we see him go for it? He is grounded. Minions are there. I don't think there's any hope here for DMR.
He's going to try to execute, but it's not going to happen. Oh, it is going to happen.
Wow.
Actually, really good play.
Nice kiting there. So the whole cone doesn't hit you then? From Set's W.
The range at the very end of it is deceptive. It's not as big as it looks, which is a first for Riot.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's like he just recently got a nerf to his E range, so it would match the indicator. The funny thing is the indicator doesn't match the range. It's shorter than what it looks. And they said they lessened it so it would match. So I don't know if I was reading that wrong or what, but I was like, wait, but it doesn't. None of his ranges match. They're all shorter than what they were. So I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Ooh, Herald is summoned. It's going up to the top side, and that's going to pull attention away from this Drake. It looks like Recon actually have the setup here, no matter what. DMR doesn't get the stun from the ultimate, but loses that trade very handily, which means that top turret is probably just going to go down. Drake has been started. Let's see if there's a fight.
They'll probably lose this. They may lose this dragon, but they're gonna get a chunk out of that top turret.
Atlas is here, gets kicked away. Drake is secured by Recon 5. Ultimate is available. They land it. He cleanses. C-Games is not going to get followed up on because he gets far enough away. But look at the collapse coming up on top side. Rift Herald does go down. In comes Diana. Atlas goes on to Firelight. Gets stunned. Black Shield flashes forward. Goes unstoppable. Picks up the fight there again onto Firelight. Ultimate from
nice!
And they get Loki Dosi. Raynek is ignited. He's hit. He doesn't get the shield. Ignite is ticking down. Does he survive?
He lives with the grid. He had it.
Hit points, but watch out for the ultimate from the Zera. Didn't realize that the set was a free kill. Shoots into the river.
I don't even know how Set made it away from both of them.
That was so much fun to watch.
Oh, well, okay. I see. Diana only has paper bags. That's why she couldn't catch up with him.
So, you and I have spoken at length at the quote-unquote RNG of the Drakes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second Ocean Drake this series. Like, it's almost every game we watch, it's Ocean Drake third.
It's us. It's because we fill people with life. Just, our voices and casting, Jahadri.
I like that. Thank you so much, Proden. I appreciate that compliment.
It's actually my favorite Drake now.
I have been a fan of Ocean for a long time.
It's even more my favorite. Like, I really liked Mountain Drake probably the most in the last one because as playing a mage, it helped me push towers down really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And with Malzahar's minions, because they would actually proc the extra tower damage, if you did not know that. So he would shred turrets even faster than he does. This one, the health regen happens all the time, even when you're in combat, non-stop. So I really like it, and I especially like the soul, because the more damage you do, the more healing you get, and mana starts to be replenished.
I watched a Zac legitimately 1v3 from half hit points because of that soul.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he has the kit has healing in it, so not only is he...
Yeah, it was bananas.
Yeah.
So here comes the next fight, where looking at about an 800 gold lead for Recon 5. But the kill lead, and it looks like pressure is actually RatedR favored. Rift Herald is the next objective. Do we see the fight? Atlas is here, wants to get the knockup, jump away, but C Games is in some trouble. He's gonna flash. They get the root down onto Diana, onto Tilted. Damage is there, but the kick into C Games. Shadows goes down. Mitch is in some trouble here. The flash to get away from the shockwave.
Oh, and he gets away!
He launches it, he gets a stun! Loki Dosi gives him his double kill. Firelight is in some trouble. He gets ulted with the ignite and goes down. Triple kill for Ryan EC. Gonna keep going in onto Diamar. Gets a massive shield here. Stunned underneath the turret. He goes down! Diamar picks that one up, and the flash from Cutie ends the fight.
Wait, what is our top laner building?
I don't know. I don't play set. I haven't had a chance to actually play the game in so long. Ghostblade?
Actually, I'm going. Look at the crit item he has. That is interesting. I've never seen him build it, but it doesn't synergize with your W at all, which is what you're supposed to build everything around. I actually don't think it's as good as the weapon that gives you the shield, Jahadra. You know I can never remember the name on this thing.
Steric Gauge.
Steric Gauge. I think Steric Gauge is way better. Steric Gauge increases the amount of grit you have. It gives you more damage when you expel your grit and a bigger shield. Plus, you get the shield from the Steric Gauge as well. This doesn't give you any more grit. It doesn't give you any more damage on your true damage from your grit, and it doesn't make your shield bigger.
I think the thought here is the attack speed.
Yeah, and running onto people, but in the late game, when you're diving in, if you exit that far, I mean,
that's
I'm sure
what it
works.
is.
I'm sure it works. Oh yeah, I know, but he can do that with Triforce anyway. He destroys turrets. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's as an efficient item as Steric Gauge.
And I can see that, and I agree with you. I think it would be a little bit better. But now here comes the next fight. So on the dive and everywhere that I've been looking and hearing and talking, the fights around the Drakes are scary, scary, scary. And if you throw at one of these, we saw what happened last game. And so now RatedR has to be so careful. They don't have. Oh, they see Tilted. They know Tilted is there. He's gonna go in.
Tilted,
he gets rooted, and he is killed instantly. Oh, the black shield saved him. Diamar is suppressed, and he is crunched down. A lot of damage there from Ryan EC. Flash there, and the ultimate, and RatedR is winning this fight. Loki Dosi is stunned and rooted and taken down. Triple kill for C Games Rule, and what a fight for RatedR Esports.
Yeah, I'm thinking there was miscommunication on the engage, is why Tilted went in, and as soon as Tilted goes in and gets burst, I think you just have to disengage, because you pretty much give up Baron unless they can get there fast enough, but I don't think they get there fast enough to outsmite it. And all Set has to do is stand over here in the back and just launch Lee Sin away when he comes.
Exactly. And with the bonus damage you have from Varus and the Rift Herald chunking down your mid lane, like, what do you do if you're Recon 5? Or do we see the Xerath steal? Lee Sin is here! Okay, and Baron is secured by RatedR Esports after a 4-for-0 trade and picking up that Ocean Drake. What a set of plays Broden.
Xerath just made a field goal. 3 points.
Was it because it was in between
the
two?
Right between both of them.
But I want to continue talking about this because that was a huge swing for RatedR.
Yeah, that possibly, depending on how this Baron goes, could seal the deal for the other team against RatedR. Going in on that fight for one Ocean Drake, because if it was Soul, maybe that's a different story.
Right.
But you still have the chance to get 3 Ocean Drakes yourself.
And that's what I was saying.
That up.
Right before we got to that point, I was saying how the fights around the Drakes are just so polarizing. You either have to do it, or you don't. And in this case, you didn't have to go in for that fight. You just give up the Ocean, you can take out mid lane turret!
Oh
as another kill there for Mitch, and bottom lane loses the secondary turret.
And here's the problem with the other team's draft. Like, you don't have any beef to go in. Like, who's gonna absorb damage? Because everyone dies. Who, like, right now, nobody is beefy. Like, you can send Set into the middle of that team, and there's no way you burst him out unless he has a brain lapse and doesn't press W.
So that is Diana who is going to be your front line. But look at this kiting here. Ryanek goes in, gets the stun. But will he? Oh, that shield was busted! He has no ultimate. The fight is going on in the middle lane as well. Shadox is going to go down. C Games is able to kite. It is a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Recon 5. And I really want to say it's the Diana where Recon has to put their hope, because she is very, very strong. She has her W shield and has quite the hit points.
I don't really agree with the second item death cap. I think if she had a Zanya's, she'd be way more effective, because she can dive into that team, pull them all together, get off as much damage as she can. Zanya's, let Lee Sin come in after and kick somebody away, and then possibly win that fight. But now, I mean, she does have the stopwatch, but I really think she needs the Zanya's.
Here comes Set. He teleported in. Firelight is in so much trouble as he gets one off super, super quick. Baron buff is still available on RatedR. Their minions are coming up the lane. They're a little bit slower. Oh, they're just going to go for it. They have Demolish.
I will say
that Atlas is killed. That was a little overzealous. Yeah. That was unfortunate.
The build that Set does have right now is much better at just beating someone's face in really fast because of the attack speed and crit. You know, if you get a crit while you're punching them, you know, that's going to do a ton of damage. So it is much better for that. It's just not as good for full-on 5v5 as like being tanky enough to not just get burst out as hard. But I mean, he's so far ahead it doesn't matter. So this build just works because of how far ahead he is.
Right. And that's what you were talking about, right? You don't think it's necessarily ideal. Oh, there he is. Ryanek. Ryan EC, rather. No.
You don't.
But he has the Zerath on the backside. He's going to shoot. Oh, no slows there because of the black shield. Well played by Vert. Cassiopeia is here.
Wow,
gets
that
the movement
missed.
speed. Ryan EC gonna take a lot of damage. Flash forward, trying to get the W, I bet. Vert now in some trouble. DMR gonna get hit with the Praise Seeker, and that's gonna be a kill here as the Shockwave goes in. DMR is down.
Yeah,
what happens next? In goes Tilted with the ultimate, gets the kill onto Vert almost instantly. Mitch is in some trouble, throws down the Dissonance to get away. Shadox is on the chase to find Atlas. He's got the Q, knock up there. He has no ultimate. Oh my gosh, he does! And Shadox goes down!
Nice play!
All that damage was gross.
Good. Yeah, true damage bite. He made sure he got the full bar before he went down and get that true damage bite off as he came up.
C Games rule has a lot of damage here. Gonna get the kill onto Firelight. Dosey has nothing for it. Is pretty quick. Shield from Mitch means no Drake, no kill. But C Games has to be so careful here. Tilted is in the wings. Too far. Oh, and he goes in. He got the shield, he's got the ignite, and that's a shut down. And now Mitch is in a 1v2. Set is on the way. Just fighting in the jungle.
Is
not
1,000 gold to Diana. That's actually huge for her.
Ryan EC burns the flash from Loki Dosey. Doesn't even want to deal with it.
That actually gives Diana that 1,000 gold. Is matched with almost matched with C Games now in money, in gold.
Ryan EC on the backside of the pit. He's going to get hit with the ultimate from Tilted. Black Shield goes golden. Tilted no longer has the stopwatch. A nice ultimate from the Orianna. Vert is in. Going to get the stun onto Tilted. Do they have the damage? Ryan EC going to throw his W. Double kill now for DMR up on the top side. That's the ultimate. Deals so much damage. Ryan EC rather gets the kill on that one. DMR kites away with the flash. Quadra kill for DMR. And that is unfortunate. I think that's another throw here.
Yeah, they're just opening their wallets now and handing them gold at this point. They're playing way overconfident and too aggressive, and this team can still do damage to you. It's a team of damage dealers. You know, so you still have to, you know, you have to look at the items and realize that, you know, if you make a misstep, you'll die to Diana or Cassiopeia. I mean, Cassiopeia has 9 kills now. She was way behind, but now, you know, she's not. She's actually 1,000, just under 1,000, like 300, 400 gold underneath Set.
No, that's 1,000. That's 1,400 gold behind Set.
Yeah, it was about 1,300 gold around there.
Oh, I heard 1,000. No, 300 gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at the damage here from C Games. Tilted doesn't want to fight that. Vert's in a lot of trouble though. Gonna get Black Shield bursted out here.
Wilson does not want to take that one.
No, he doesn't. And so we're now 28 minutes. We're 5 minutes past where the last game was. 25-21. It's about 600 gold difference here in favor of RatedR. They have the turrets and the map pressure. Atlas is in some trouble. He got spotted on that ward. Gonna get the knock up there. He has the ability to go unstoppable. Vert is here. Gonna get the Black Shield, but it is not quite enough. So Shadows takes a lot of damage. But Recon now in an advantageous point here. Ryan AC gonna get his shield.
As he said, this doesn't have the same tankiness anymore at this point in time with how much damage everyone has. So that build was great earlier, but he doesn't have the health to back up, you know, the grit he needs right now. So he needs to get those tank items built out so he can stand in the fights long enough and be able to deliver the CC and the true damage onto the enemy team.
The longer this game goes, the closer Recon 5 gets to taking it back over. They're up 300 gold now, only 1 turret behind, and are actually in a wonderful position to start this Baron. They have Zadok's alive, Tilted is very strong, but you just leave your vision there and wait for the opportune moment, like when Atlas is dead again.
Yeah, they need to group up with C Games, and they need to push some objectives and just keep everyone off of him, because it's going to be really hard for them to get on him. And if he can sit back there and just auto attack and Set and Rek'Sai can peel and Little Cutie, they'll win these fights. Because they have enough disengage and peel or engage to win these fights if they're fighting front to back. I just don't know how well Set will survive right now if he doesn't have the backup from his team if he dives in.
And I think that's the point where you have to put the ball on him, give him that shield, and then the ability to set up a great shockwave.
Yeah, and the ideal candidate would be...
Oh no, Atlas! He had lost vision on the bottom side from that pixel brush. And that right there, that's going to be the Baron. There's no reason they don't go for it.
You could deliver Set with a ball in there. And there's always that possibility.
He's too far away at this point. So, the Baron has been started. Tilted gets rooted. Mitch is going to deal so much damage. Do they go in? He needs to get his shield back. He goes, go. Look at all of the Zhonya's cast there. C Games is here. Vert is going to go down, but Tilted dies as well. Meanwhile, the Baron is still being killed as Jadox and Loki Dosi have what they need, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade maybe, but at the cost of the Baron. The next fight is coming up quick. There's the teleport. You can see it coming out of DMR. Firelight gets pulled in. So much damage. Flash ults. Firelight is going to go golden, but he's going to die almost instantly. Ryan EC gets that one. Shadox gets killed first. DMR is up. He will pick up the kill onto Mitch. Stun onto C Games. DMR is going to deal a lot of damage here. He gets the kill on to C Games. DMR now is going to get pulled over and shut down himself. It's so funny to watch that ultimate. And that is a 4-for-2 trade. 3 altogether if you count Vert.
Yeah,
10 seconds. 10 seconds left on this Drake. And all but one Baron buff have been taken off of Recon 5.
This game has went to a pretty well, you know,
here they go.
Game to
They're going to get the flash knocked up. Pulled in. Loki Dosi is still alive. Atlas has the Guardian Angel. He's going to get put into that. Morgana is in the wings here, unable to save him. The pull in dodges out the Black Shield, or rather the Dark Binding. Ryan EC is so low, he's gonna get shut down. And the aggro here from RatedR is their downfall. If they had just grabbed the Drake and left the one Baron up, they would have had even closer to that Dragon Soul. But now it's going to give a couple more kills over, and the Drake. That is super unfortunate.
Somebody on the team needs to put the brakes on. Like, stop the car from just rolling down the hill.
It's crazy because they have the damage. We watched just how strong this RatedR lineup is. It just, you have to keep focus. You have to, winning a fight doesn't mean that you win all fights. It means you can win fights.
Yeah.
And so, like you were talking about earlier, you know, playing front to back and getting the strategy in is what they need to do. They need to hold out.
Yeah, I still think they win 5v5 straight up. But it's a matter of, like, every time they're fighting, they're down a person. Or somebody's out of position. Like, you have great engages with Set and Rek'Sai. You have great disengages with them both. Like, let's use that strength. Use, you know, Morgana can sit back there if you guys dive and protect C-Game's rule. So, use the strengths of your comp. They're squishy, you know? Like, get that settle right on top of them and just instantly burst one of the squishies out. Or, flank from behind, from the sides, and deliver a squishy to your team.
The siege begins here. Baron buff is still there. Tilted wants to flash in underneath the turret, gets stuck, but has that Zanya's. Ryan EC is here, suppressed, pulls him in, and
just like that.
1 for 0 for free there. Tilted going so deep. Again, just because you win one fight doesn't mean you win all fights. Bert wants to go in, has the Zanya's, saves herself, but only barely. Is going to go down to Loki Dosi. That was an unfortunate trade there as well. 1 for 1. Baron buff has subsided now, so they don't have quite as strong a push. But RatedR are bleeding. They can't just stop this siege.
Yeah, I gave up that tower to go back to Halo and try to save the inhibitor.
The Orianna ball is prime and ready for an ultimate. He's gonna go in. He gets a knock-up on the Diomar, holds it in. That shockwave was massive. Ryan EC is there to help pick up the shutdown. And look at that kiting. C-Games has the healing there and is able to pick up the Guardian Angel from Jadox. Mitch gets that kill finally, and RatedR do manage to come ahead there. Just losing Atlas. And you know what? Props to Atlas. Look at what he's been doing this game. He is the sacrificial lamb. He goes in with the ball and ends up dying like every fight. And his KDA, like with those 13 assists, it kind of balances out those 10 deaths because again, it's set up so many other things. But there is no vision here, so they have got to be careful on the side of RatedR. So they pick up the turret actually, and they get Firelight in here and kill him. This is going to be the inhibitor.
You see what I'm saying? Send Set in front of you and just engage on them. Do your thing. Like, no one's going to blow him up instantly. He has a giant shield. You guys have a ton of damage. Let them focus him. He wants that.
The lifesteal on C-Games is critical here. Or is the IE critical? Do you see what I did there?
I think all 4 of the items are critical.
I think I'm funny, and I'm glad that you followed through on the joke. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm glad you followed it up that way. All right.
Well, you know, I do what I can.
30 seconds until Baron spawns. Advantage RatedR right now with those super minions. It looks like they're cleared pretty easily, but that's because we're 37 minutes into this game. It is going very, very long. But Ryan EC is in some huge trouble. He's going to get his shield, but what else does it do? He is caught out completely. C-Games is here. He manages to make it out. Tilted goes in. He gets his in, but he is shut down by Loki Dosi on the Senna. Oh, that was so close.
He took a ridiculous amount of damage before he finally died, too. Just nobody was really in position to help him.
Right, which is why I disagree with the turnaround. And here is the Baron. Without set, how do you fight this? You have to use the Bear Assault, which is down. And that's going to be Baron for Recon 5. They managed to pick up most of Firelight's hit points there. But it just isn't enough. RatedR is setting up here around the Drake, and that's going to be a jump in from Vert. Has to flash. I agree with that. Atlas going to get the knock-up on the Tilted, flash over the wall. And they have to disengage. I think that's just it. You surrender this Drake. And that's going to be... That's Soul, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be 4th Drake, so it will be Soul.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Which, out of every single Drake, is absolutely ridiculous on set.
Mm-hmm. Because he just heals so much.
Yeah, when he has a high health pool, he gets all the regen, and so when he gets really low, not only does he have the soul regen, he's also got his just normal built-in kit regen, and he will start healing for like 40 just from that. And some of the stuff, he'll just be ticking like crazy, and it's really hard to kill him, but They need to keep these waves pushed out. Don't allow them to engage on what they want. They need to control the engagements. And if someone doesn't get picked off, it's really going to be hard for them to get in on them. So they need to make sure they're coordinated with what they're doing and nobody gets out of position. They need to have Set in front and Rek'Sai ready to go in and dive with them if they go in. And then if someone dives, you kill them off and kill them.
Or you get nice damage there on the Shadows. The W doesn't quite make it. C-Games is in some huge trouble, but Tilted has to go into the Zhonya's. He will go down here, except his W is huge. The ultimates are there. Tilted finally goes down. Diana is so powerful there. Ryan EC will go down. Flash from Loki Dosi means Atlas can't get the knockup. Has to try and go over, but that's a double kill. This Senna is so strong. They didn't even kill Zadok.
No, he got away, and I was glad they didn't chase him, but during the first melee, we got some mispositioning and people not peeling for the backline, and we lost C-Games.
So now, the Baroned Up minions are in the base. Can we see Mitch and Vert get the defense? Vert goes in, has the Zhonya's, can't cast it because she's in the air.
Yeah,
that's one turret. This is going to be two. It is going to be the end here for RatedR against Recon 5 for Game 2. Stun onto C-Games, and he goes down. A very close, well-fought match here. So that is going to do it for game number 2. That one, again, a very strong showing of this first time playing together team. I am quite impressed with how they've been able to communicate and set up the plays, and especially, again, if you go back and look at the ranks of these players, RatedR's team is between Diamond 4 and Diamond 2. But 4 out of 5 members of Recon's team were Master Plus last season.
Yeah, it seems like the late mid-game is where RatedR loses steam. They kind of either get over... Like in this game, it seemed like they got a little over-aggressive or overestimated like what they could do. And then it kind of fell apart on them. But the early game seems to go really well for them when everything's kind of like in its own organized area. You're top, mid, bottom, you're in your spot. Like they seem to be really coordinating well with that.
Yeah, for sure. And so I am very excited to see where this goes later on. That's going to do it for our stream tonight, everybody. RatedR versus Recon 5 does go to Recon 5. Congratulations and GG to them. We will be back next Saturday for the Focus Championship Series, and we will be doing a stream just like this with Proden and me casting, and I hope to see you there.
Oh,
Proden?
I'll be there. That'll be fun.
All right. Thank you once again, everybody. On behalf of the League of Legends team, RatedR Esports as a whole, and this little broadcast team, we thank you and good night.